Welcome back again for another part of our garden episode of Elruby's Talking Stuff. And we are joined here by Mr. Laveen Naidu of the Dance Theater of Harlem. Can you please tell us a little about what you do there?
Right, I'm the executive director of the Dance Theater.
Okay, and would you give us a little bit about the Dance Theater of Harlem from your perspective, being in your position?
Sure. Dance Theater is 41 years old.
Really?
It was founded by Arthur Mitchell, who was the first African-American man to become a principal dancer with a major ballet company. And after Dr. King was assassinated, decided to start DTH,
yes,
right here in Harlem. He was dancing with the New York City Ballet at that time.
Really?
And was actually on his way to Brazil to start the company. And said to himself, why am I going to Brazil to do it there when the very neighborhood I grew up in could really benefit from the opportunities that he had had as a young person. The wonderful thing about the location of the Dance Theater of Harlem, which is right across the street from this wonderful
garden.
Yeah.
152, guys. Right here off St. Nicholas.
Is that it's on the same street that Arthur Mitchell's mother's house is.
Really?
His mother's house is between Amsterdam and Broadway.
Wow, it's right up the block.
Exactly. So this is the neighborhood that he grew up in, and
that's awesome.
Continues to be the a big guiding energy in the organization.
In the organization, yes.
But of course, he's a little older now, so doesn't have any of the day-to-day operational responsibilities.
He gets to relax a little and let the young folk run around.
Exactly. But
and that's a good thing. Passing the torch.
Indeed, yes. And very recently, when he became emeritus, we were joined by a founding member of the company.
Really?
Our former prima ballerina, Virginia Johnston, who is now our new artistic director.
Oh, that is amazing.
So the lineage
is definitely continued.
That is so much about DTH. I've spent 20 years of my life in this organization. I grew up in South Africa. Came here as a dancer, as a young student actually.
Yes.
Grew up here and
so now the student becomes...
Right. I have now the great honor of leading this organization into its future.
All right.
But we serve over 500 students here every year.
Really?
That come from all over the country and all over the world.
Okay.
Over 60% of our kids study on tuition aid and scholarship.
Really?
Because part of the mission of the Dance Theater of Harlem is to create opportunity and access to this world-class classical ballet training that isn't always open to people who look like you and I.
Yes.
Quite
exactly.
Frankly. So it's a core part of our mission. Like I said, we serve about 500 kids over the year in a winter session, a summer session. They start at 3 years old, all the way up to the early 20s. We have the Dance Theater of Harlem Ensemble that's been on tour around the country for the last 2 years. And then very shortly, in the upcoming years, we are going to be reconstituting our professional company.
Wow. Oh my gosh, you guys are just spreading out and sharing this with all of us. I'm just glad to hear, I'm glad all of these young people can hear that in their neighborhood, there's an opportunity to study that you may not get normally, but you can come right next door to a garden in your neighborhood and find that the doors have opened to the world right across the street. This neighborhood is amazing.
This is an extraordinary neighborhood, and the fact that the park and the garden is here now really adds so much to the work we do, right? Because really dance theater is, yes, it's about dancing, yes, it's about the classical ballet art form that I mentioned, and creating that opportunity and access for people to do things that they otherwise may not be able to do or have the opportunity to do. But so much of inspiring young people and giving them the opportunity to excel at any endeavor. Not everybody that comes through our school is going to be a dancer.
That's right.
But how they walk out into the world, how they carry themselves, their ability to test themselves against an international standard really makes a difference. But you might wonder, well, what has a park or a garden have to do with that? And it probably has a lot more to do than you would think on the surface. Because when young people are around things that are beautiful, that are around things that are well taken care of, it raises the standard of expectation for everybody. So the addition of this park and
Yeah.
garden only helps and takes forward the work that we're doing.
I can only agree. You know, it's a beautiful thing. It's very beautiful to be here to see how the community has come together, but you all are a part of it. And you've come from your offices here and have shared in your community and said, hey, the doors are open, let's go. Let's go find out what those kids are getting. And then they can know that those doors are open as well.
Absolutely.
And I thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Sir, I look forward to speaking with you further.
Well, please come and visit us.
Hopefully there should be some great, maybe we could get a little collaboration between the garden and the dance theater of Harlem, a little something here. Because I know they would love your presence.
Yeah, I mean, we're all friends. You know, we know
Yes.
Vicky very well. And,
Yeah.
anything we
Miss
can do.
Vicky's the one who put me on to everybody in her neighborhood.
Well,
And
good.
we say thank you.
My pleasure.
Talk to you soon again.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Can I be on TV?